Hey, what's up everyone? MonadoMax here, and today we're talking about a game that I have always dreamed of. We're gonna bring it into reality. A lot of people have talked about this game, a lot of people have wanted this game, and that game is Xenoblade Warriors. Xenoblade Warriors is one of those games that just makes sense. I don't know why we haven't had it yet. There's loads of reasons, I guess, to why, but now is the perfect time for Xenoblade Warriors to happen. Why is that? Okay, so we already got two Hyrule Warriors games. Koei Tecmo is probably done with the Hyrule Warriors branding for a couple more years. We're obviously going to see another one of those games in some way or form. And I know a lot of people talk about Fire Emblem Warriors, and I guess that's a possibility, Fire Emblem Warriors getting a sequel, but it just makes sense to go ahead and give Xenoblade a shot at this. This game literally speaks the Warriors format, and if you look at any other Nintendo games out there, I know obviously people bring up Mario, Mushroom Kingdom Battles, something like that, and let's be real guys, they would never do a Koei Tecmo Dynasty Warriors Mario game. Well, I'm not going to say never, but with the amount of IPs that Nintendo has right now, it just makes sense for Xenoblade. You could throw Xenoblade Chronicles 1 characters in there, you can throw 2, you could obviously put Xenoblade Chronicles X if they wanted to. Obviously that's not connected to Xenoblade 1 and 2. But, I mean, they managed to fit all of the Zelda timelines into one game before with the first Hyrule Warriors. So I think it's very possible we could see the Xenoblade Warriors game. I could not imagine a world where Koei Tecmo doesn't do the Xenoblade Warriors game. And right now it makes sense to do the Xenoblade Warriors game only because Xenoblade's popularity continues to grow. And I think Nintendo sees a lot of potential in Xenoblade just for the fact that they've done Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. They brought Xenoblade to the 3DS once, and the fact that they gave the money to do another Xenoblade port / remake to Xenoblade Chronicles 1, to me that shows Nintendo's interest in this game series. And man, Koei Tecmo, the history with Nintendo, it's there. Everyone knows the relationship. Obviously, Nintendo's going to be looking at the Warriors games now, seeing those sales numbers of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. In case you guys do not know, that game sold amazing. It's actually, I believe, the best-selling Warriors game of all time in terms of how many copies it sold on launch week. Might be wrong on that, but the fact that it's pulling numbers like this, we know Nintendo's going to be looking at these numbers and they're going to be like, okay, well, what other IPs can we do? And there's limited IPs that they can do with this. And I'm not saying Xenoblade's going to be like, yes, 5 million copies. I realize the Xenoblade Warriors game, the maximum this game would probably sell is 2 million copies, but that's really good for a game, especially, well, if it was a game that was on multiple platforms, those are awful numbers. Awful numbers. But for a game that is exclusive, any game that can pass 1 million copies that's an exclusive, major big deal. I see a lot of people thinking, oh, well, this only sold 1 million copies, so it's a flop. No, if it's an exclusive game, major numbers. But this is about Xenoblade Warriors. But you can throw, I don't know how they could do Xenoblade Chronicles X, but I am confident they could find a way. And, they could throw a little Cosmos Easter egg in there. They would obviously have to get Bandai Namco's permission for that. But we've seen with the Nintendo history with Bandai Namco, I'm sure that will be worked out, especially for the fact that Cosmos is a blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, there's so many possibilities with Xenoblade Warriors, and to have all these games come together, I'd be fine if they couldn't figure out how to do Xenoblade Chronicles X. But if we could get, Rex Pyro and Shulk in, like, a game where it's warrior style and, like, I don't know, dude, this game, infinite possibilities. I feel like there's a storyline there. Obviously, it's going to probably be a mediocre story, Because I mean, I would obviously Age of Calamity's story was amazing, but I would say Fire Emblem Warriors and the first Hyrule Warriors, the story in that is mediocre. I'm not saying it's like so bad, and I'm also not saying it's a good story. It's mediocre at best. This game's possibility, I just, bro, if we live in a reality where we don't get Xenoblade Warriors, I'm gonna be sad. I really am gonna be sad. But I'm expecting more warrior type games to be coming over to the Switch with a Nintendo IP. So maybe that's Fire Emblem Warriors. Maybe I don't want to be so hateful to the Fire Emblem Warriors, but I kinda would be a little bit disappointed if they did a Fire Emblem Warriors 2, unless obviously they did other games instead of Awakening and Fates. If they could do more with the Fire Emblem Warriors name, bring more of these other Fire Emblem universes into the mix, I think there would be interest from me on that. But overall, Xenoblade Warriors is the dream game to make. It's the money game they can make. And if you guess you could incorporate Mario. I don't think Nintendo's gonna do Mushroom Kingdom. I don't think they would ever allow that. I don't even think my friend Trent, shoutouts to him, he talked about a Donkey Kong Warriors game, and I don't even think Nintendo. Actually, Nintendo could allow that, but I don't know if that can make sense. My whole point with this video is I'm trying to promote the crap out of Xenoblade Warriors so I can make this dream into reality. So let me know what you guys are thinking on how I feel about Xenoblade Warriors. Am I an idiot for thinking this? Because I know many people out there really want it too. And it just makes sense. It makes sense. I don't even have to explain. Just look at the characters. Look at the designs. Look at the swords. It makes sense. Ah, man. This game. I'm going to be so sad because I feel like it's going to happen. It has to happen, right? Am I crazy for thinking this? Like, I know I'm rambling, but it has to happen. There's no way this game doesn't come out, right? Right? I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. I'm just thinking about this game, dude. Just thinking about the game. This is a big game. I'm hyping this up like it's going to be like major selling, but the maximum copies Xenoblade Warriors would sell is 2 million, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy? Make sure to let me know what you think of the video overall. Tell me your thoughts on Xenoblade Warriors. What is your wants for Xenoblade Warriors? And obviously, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think they could somehow incorporate Xenoblade Chronicles X into the mix of Xenoblade Warriors since that game isn't connected to the first two games? Let me know all these things down in the comments below. By the way, guys, we just dropped our third episode of the Four Swords podcast. I've not done a good job to promote the podcast on this channel, so I probably should do a separate video talking about the podcast, but the episode is out. We talk about Smash Bros. Make sure to go check that out. Links will be in the description. So guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button, like the video, check out the Discord server, and follow me on Twitter. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.